Imagine a plucky small cap in a garage tinkering with rocket engines. Overnight the rocket works, investors pile in, and the garage turns into a launch pad. Then an engine inspector walks in, says, "Hold up," and the next thing you know the rocket's in the news for all the wrong reasons. That's super microcomputer, SMCI, in a nutshell, the startup energy of an underdog combined with the infrastructure of a data center specialist, and a stock price that's moved like it's got its own gravity. The company rode the AI wave hard. Liquid-cooled, GPU-dense servers are exactly what large language models, and their ravenous GPUs, want. That product fit sent SMCI from very modest levels in 2022 into the triple-digit headlines in 2024, then back down as governance concerns, margin pressure, and big rivals re-entered the ring. The fame, why Supermicro became everyone's dating app for GPUs. Supermicro's claim to fame isn't marketing spin, it's bricks, boards, and coolant. The company pushed early into liquid-cooled, high-density server designs that let customers cram more GPUs into a rack and keep them from melting down. For data center operators running billion-parameter models, that translates to higher utilization, lower power costs per inference, and ultimately better economics. Think of Supermicro as the boutique mattress maker that, before anyone else, designed a mattress specifically for sleeping on Mars. That niche mattered, and the market rewarded it. Supermicro also deepened technical partnerships with NVIDIA, which tied it to the world's dominant data center GPU supplier and helped the company secure access to the very chips customers demand for AI jobs. That partnership gave Supermicro product credibility and helped keep its orders flowing. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me, or hit the subscribe button and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. The headwinds, auditor walkout, 10K delays, and regulatory glare. If the product story was the rising tide, the governance story was the rogue wave. In 2024 the company faced a torrent of scrutiny, a scathing short seller report, concerns flagged by its auditor, and ultimately the resignation of Ernst & Young as Supermicro's auditor, a seismic corporate event that sent shares tumbling and triggered investigations. Reports say the DOJ and the SEC subpoenaed documents as regulators probed aspects of the company's accounting and disclosures. The audit exit and the short seller's allegations pushed Supermicro into a delayed 10K filing situation. The company took time to assess internal controls, hired a new auditor, BDO, and eventually filed the overdue annual report. NASDAQ set compliance timetables and the company submitted a plan to regain compliance, a regulatory dance that concluded with the filings and the company keeping its listing. For investors, it was the difference between "we'll watch this" and "we'll yank your ticker." Picture your favorite thriller, page 423 suddenly has sentences smudged and paragraphs missing. You're still hooked on the plot, but you don't know whether the villain died or just took a taxi. That uncertainty is what the market felt when EY resigned and the 10K was late. The book might still be brilliant, but without the missing page, argument for or against buying a sequel is shaky. Recovery, filed, hired, and not delisted. Here's the plot twist: Supermicro ultimately hired BDO as its new auditor, filed the delayed 10K, and submitted a NASDAQ compliance plan to avoid delisting. Those moves calmed some of the biggest immediate fears. The stock even staged notable rallies when filings and the auditor appointment were announced. That sequence, auditor resignation, hiring a new auditor, filing overdue financials, is exactly the checklist a company needs to survive the most dangerous parts of a governance storm. Supermicro is not the biggest dog in the AI server park. Large incumbents, Dell, HPE, Lenovo, and others, control larger shares by revenue and enterprise reach. By AB Research's reckoning, Supermicro held roughly 9% of the dedicated AI server OEM market in 2024, Dell and HPE were larger. That 9% figure is meaningful, it's big enough to make Supermicro a serious player but small enough to keep it in competition with firms that have deeper sales channels and long enterprise relationships. Product differentiation, liquid cooling and speed to market. Supermicro's early work on liquid-cooled, AI-optimized servers was a product advantage. Think of liquid cooling as switching from a single fan to a full-body spa for GPUs. The chips run cooler, can be packed denser, and deliver more compute per rack foot. Supermicro moved fast on these designs before HPE and Dell fully rolled out comparable liquid-cooled solutions, granting the company a window to sell to hyperscalers and model-hungry companies. But it's a window, not a permanent moat. The big OEMs have deep pockets and can copy or buy technology swiftly. Let's be blunt, SMCI's stock has been extremely volatile. The frenzy around AI hardware helped push the price from single-digit levels in 2022 into triple digits by 2024. That kind of ascent attracts both ecstatic buyers and opportunistic shorts. After the governance headlines and margin pressures, the stock corrected substantially and traded at substantially lower levels following the peak. Today it's sitting well below its 2024 highs, a reminder that momentum can turn on governance news or competitive dynamics. Historical price data and quotes show these swings. Envision buying a Lamborghini because it goes 220 miles per hour and looks awesome. But then you discover the GPS occasionally points you over a cliff. Metaphor, governance issues. Even if the car is the fastest on the highway, product, you're not driving it off the lot without double-checking the map. That's how some cautious investors view Supermicro: phenomenal product and potential, but governance variations that need resolution before many institutional drivers get back behind the wheel. Supermicro's gross margins have faced compression, a consequence of a few visible forces: rising component and logistics costs, the cost of scaling manufacturing for AI-grade systems, and competitive pricing pressures as Dell and HPE pursue the same customers. Margin hits matter more in hardware than in software because server OEMs operate on tighter gross margins to begin with. Losing a few percentage points can cut deeply into operating cash flow. The market has rewarded product wins but punished sustained margin decline. Why some investors still believe the bull case. On the flip side, the bull case has teeth. Supermicro designs are widely respected by hyperscalers and AI integrators. Liquid cooling is not a fad when GPU power density is increasing, and a strong relationship with NVIDIA, plus quick product cycles, gives the company credibility. If Supermicro can keep its supply of top-tier GPUs, a crucial advantage, maintain manufacturing quality, and show improving margins after governance stabilization, the upside could return that could hit it to $970 in coming decades. The company's place inside the AI server supply chain, especially for specialized, dense builds, isn't trivial. Note this as well. Do you want peace at heart? The next day John seeth Jesus coming unto him, and saith, Behold the Lamb of God, which taketh away the sin of the world. John 1:29. Fear God, and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven, and earth, and the sea, and the fountains of waters. Revelation 14 verse 7. I appeal to you to fear God and obey his law. For his commandments are sure and his word everlasting. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful information. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Wait, watch and pray. See you in the next video according to God's will.